Hello everyone, welcome to week 5. This week you're learning about one of my favorite topics, which is accounting. That's what my specialization is in. So I particularly enjoy this week, and I hope that you will too, and learn something and perhaps decide to look deeper into this field. So let's talk a little bit about what you're doing this week. We're going to talk about the paper that you have to do. I'm in week 5 right now. So to duplicate this screen, just click on week 5 and it should take you right here. You can click here for the most important things. This will give you a good summary of the week. I think this is a good place to start. And then you have Explore. This is your discussion. It's worth 20 points. A lot of you have already been in there working on that. And we're being introduced to the role of accounting in business, so make sure that you complete the discussion. We'll take a quick look. You're going to read through the material here, read through everything, and then answer the question at the bottom. You're to find an article or video offering advice on choosing the best financing option for a business. Post a link to the article or video to the discussion thread and answer the following questions. What types of financing did they discuss? What advice did they offer? What information or data did the article suggest a business owner use to help decide on the best financing decision? And then make sure that you read a post by one of your peers and respond. Try to extend the conversation by asking questions, offering rich ideas, and sharing personal connections. Now, you are required to respond to one person. That is a minimum. I encourage you to respond to more. I encourage you to read the entire discussion. I often say the discussion is the heart of online learning, and it's very true. You can learn a lot from your peers. And so you don't have to respond to everyone, of course. I mean, that would take up way too much time. But I always encourage students to at least read all of the discussion. And then pick 1 or 2 or maybe 3 to respond to that, pique your interest or maybe, cause you to have questions or, spark an idea that you want to share with the class, okay? Make sure that you're thorough in your discussion postings, even though, it's a pretty brief question and answer. Which types of financing did they discuss? You could very easily just have one answer there, but try to go into as much detail as you can, okay? All right, so let's take a look and go back. Keep going here. You have Learn, learning from Sean and Rochelle. We're going deeper into accounting. We're looking at the 3 key financial statements and how they use those to help them make business decisions. So make sure you look at the Strayer talk. Remember, you need to watch to the very end, and I believe there's a question at the end that you answer, so you'll do that in order to get full credit. And then read, of course, the material that is here for you. Go all the way through, all the way to the end. I believe they're showing you some of the financial statements and things like that. When to use the income statement, the balance sheet, and the statement of equity they talk about. So all of the major financial statements are being covered this week. So just make sure that you watch the entire video, answer the question at the end, and read everything here. And the next one is ACT. And ACT is your assignment, okay? So this is your second written assignment. So you'll have 2 down after this. You have 110 points on this. And you're going to play the role of a senior accountant for Sun's Truck. And they're tasked with selecting the best finance option to expand the business and prepare the necessary reports to do so. So let's take a quick look at that. I'm going to click on ACT. That's going to take me here. And the due date, it's due at the end of week 5. You technically have until Monday morning at 9 a.m. Okay? Try to get it in on Sunday night by 11:59 p.m., but if you need a little extra time, you do have that. You can get up Monday morning and finish it if you need to. And then, of course, if you have any other problems, just give me a call or give me an email. Let me know what's going on and I'll work with you. All right, so they're going to give you a scenario here, a fictional scenario. All right, so read through everything. All right, here in the real business section, they're just talking about how to finance the business, how businesses get finance and things like that. Your role, you're going to assume the role of a senior accountant with Truck sunglasses. So what is the senior accountant? They take ownership of the reporting costs, the profitability margins, and expenditures for the business. They use the principles of accounting to analyze sales information, to make financial reports, to make recommendations about the financial health of the company, and other things. So they're responsible also for training the junior accounting staff. So in the last 6 months, they've partnered with a discount retail store to run a pop-up sunglass stand in their stores for a big summer promotion. And they had a really good response, high customer purchase rate. So that stores requested stock for 5 additional stores. And they need to increase their capacity in order to meet that additional demand. And so in order to do that, they need to get some financing. So in this assignment, you're going to help determine which type of financing option is best for the company, and you're going to train your junior accountants on the accounting cycle and the financial statement. So you're going to focus on the accounting cycle and the financial statement. And really what this assignment is doing here is for you to show me that you understand what the accounting cycle is and how it works, and that you have a grasp on the financial statements. You're not expected to know everything about them, but just that you know the 3 basic ones, what they're going to tell you, what information you're going to get from them, things like that. Okay, so this assignment, you're really focused on that accounting cycle and the financial statements. All right, so step 1, the junior accounting team has assembled a financing report that offers 3 options for securing the additional funds. And details the criteria that Sean, the owners of Truck, would like you to consider when choosing one of the options that's based on this report. Okay, so in step 1, you're going to identify which financing options that you think is best for Truck, given Sean's constraints, and you're going to explain the rationale for your decision. And then you're going to move on to steps 2, 3, and 4. Make sure you've gone through all the material in week 5 before you attempt this. Step 2, a junior accountant is working to get everything in order for the new financing, and they've come to you with a question about what to do in the next accounting cycle. Read the email that the junior accountant sent you and identify the best step to take in the accounting cycle, and you want to explain your reasoning. Step 3, the financial statements. A potential investor has been identified, but before they're willing to commit, they have requested information about Truck's current debt from the junior accountants. And so you want to identify the correct financial statement for the junior accountant that will provide the investor with the information that they've requested. And explain to your junior accountant why you're giving them this financial statement and where the debt information is located. And then finally, in step 4, financial analysis. So if you were the type of financier selected in step 1, would you invest in Truck or not? And tell us why, explain the rationale for your decision. So I'm at the bottom of the page now, and this is where you're going to download the template and download the resources and then submit your work. So I'm going to click on the template quickly, and let's see if I can get that open. Let's see here. There we go. So this is the template. You can line it up right there. All right, so there's your template. Basically everything that I just read to you. But you're going to type in here, okay, giving you some options for step 1 on the financing. Would it be equity? Would it be debt? Would it be debt plus self-financing? and explain the rationale. Make sure you underline your selection, okay? Read through everything very carefully and follow the directions closely. Also, make sure you review the rubric before you submit. Make sure you're covering everything required. All right, so this is your template. Do try to use the template if at all possible, okay? And then here are your resources. Let's take a quick look at those, see if we can get those to pop up, okay? So here's Sean's criteria. You're going to need to read through this from beginning to end. I'm not going to read it to you, but just read through it from beginning to end so that you know what you're dealing with. Here are the financial statements. There's your income statement, your balance sheet, and the statement of cash flows. All right, so make sure you read through all of that. And then you'll submit your work here at the bottom button. And again, I am in week 5, and I clicked on Act. I'll go back to show you. So I'm in week 5. See, way up here in the upper hand corner, or upper left hand corner, week 5. And then come here to Act, and click on Act, and then you will scroll to the bottom of the page, read through everything, scroll to the bottom to get your template, and then your resources. Review this before you input your answers into the template, and then submit your work here. All right, so that is your second assignment. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Let's see, I also had open the student guide. I had opened this up to assignment 2. So this is your student guide, and you can get to that in your classroom through the course info link. It's on the left side menu. I'll show you really quick. So right here under course info, just under the grade book, right there, you can download your student course guide. If you haven't done that yet, you want to do that because it has important information about everything that you're doing. And so let's just look at this really quick. In the student guide, if you scroll through, it has all of the same information on that assignment that we just talked about, but it also has the rubric, okay? And so you want to go through and review. The first one is identify the best financing option and explain your reasoning. So that's step 1 in the template. Read through what it takes to get exemplary, okay, and make sure that you're meeting those requirements, okay? So accurately identifies the financing option, thoroughly supports answer with logical explanation and specific information from the financing report and the course material, and then demonstrates excellent understanding of finance. And then read for step 2 as well. Okay, go through and read the entire rubric and make sure that you are meeting every requirement. The last one is to write in a professional manner, using correct grammar and spelling and appropriate citations. So make sure you're doing everything that you need to do. And again, I am getting this rubric out of the course guide. It has all of your assignments listed. The written assignments are listed out and written out for you. So every one of them is here. It's a good place to go for information. All right, so that's pretty much it for week 5. Good luck on your paper. Let me know if you have any questions at all. And I look forward to reading them. I'll see you in the discussion.